Hey TikTok, hey. So, um, the I got fired video. I just want to put some context behind the I got fired video that I posted. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday morning. I got fired at 6 a.m. in the morning. So I have another job. I literally, it's been on my spirit to like be done with Sam's Club. So I had been actively looking for another job, and I do have one. It just starts in 2 weeks. So I was literally just staying at Sam's to those 2 weeks was up. So I'm not jobless, but it's the first time for everything because I've never been fired before, like ever. So that was like the meat of my video was like, dang, I was fired, and yeah, but I'm not in I'm not in no kind of hardship or anything. One thing about Sierra is you trust and believe. One thing about me is I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna have a job. I don't want one, but until God, see fits to make me a billionaire, I'm gonna have a job. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Cause your girl like to shop too much. I do. Hmm. I like to shop too much. So I'm gonna always and forever have a job, even if I complain. I'm gonna have a job until God sees fit to make me a billionaire, and I don't have to work no more. So, um, for y'all that don't know, is like that work environment was so toxic, like so disorganized. I was sharing a little bit with y'all yesterday that it was. I was looking for a way to leave, like it from the scheduling to management. It was just all over the place, and I don't like confusion. You know, God is not the author of confusion, and it was very confusing in that position. But I can say is that I am going to get a lawyer, and I kind of touched on it a little yesterday because I was like, I wonder if I should push the issue or if I should just leave it alone because I have another job. But I think I want to push the issue only because I feel like it was out of retaliation a little bit. I told y'all I had just got a promotion. Um, just got a raise a few months ago. So the only basis that they let me go was because of my leave of absence. The paperwork wasn't filled out correct. I shared with y'all that my doctor's office, I saw a new doctor for my follow up when dealing with my arm, when my arm was hurting me bad. And let me tell you, I think God did that for a reason too. To kind of be like, girl, get up at this job. Because I'm telling you, like, y'all see me. Like, when I say my arm was in pain, like, I woke up one day and that pain was just unbearable. I had the x-rays. They gave me the steroid shots. They did everything. And they were like, we don't understand. Like, everything comes back. It's looking good. But my arm, I mean, couldn't sleep. That's how irritated my arm was. So I think God was kind of putting that in a way like, okay, Sierra, it's your time to move. Like, you ain't moving fast enough for me. Basically. Like, I'm giving you hints. I'm throwing out those little hints to you, and you not taking them. So let me go ahead and take you out of that environment for a little while. Okay? So God, it's just speaking. It's like revealing to me now because I was just like, because right now my arm is cool. My arm is cool. Like, it's cool. All right. Out of all that stuff, I mean, they had me on some strong pain medicine. That medicine wasn't working. It was just I had stopped taking it because I'm just like, it's not working. So I'm not gonna keep putting that medicine in my body. So, whew, thank you. Like, just talking it out right now is just confirming that I no longer need to be there. But I had previously put in, a request for my manager to be like to be investigated basically, because I told y'all I have plenty of videos where I'm telling y'all like my schedule changed again, or I am like literally that was the biggest thing is she just kept changing my schedule, um no notice. Sometime it was no 24-hour notice. It was just you got to be there. And um team leads, I'll just give you a little back history. Team leads and management are supposed to be on block schedule. So block schedule meaning you have a set schedule. So whether that's 6 a.m. to 2:30, whether that's, whatever the times may be, you have a block schedule. That's what you get for being in the position you're in at Sam's Club. So you're supposed to have a block schedule. You're supposed to have every other weekend off, and you're supposed to work at least 2 night shifts as the team lead, right? Since I got in that position in May, I haven't had a block schedule at all. And I wasn't complaining. I didn't say anything. I just worked. I was just like, okay. It was a little shady every now and then. Like some of the ones when she'll change, I was like, everything good. Like, am I you good? Like, did we have to let somebody go? Like, I was just trying to figure out like why my schedule was changed so abruptly. And the reasoning for schedule changes for me would be, oh, well, your team said that they didn't know what to do. When you left, everything went to shambles. You're the manager though. You're the store manager. So if it's not going right once your team lead leaves, then you as a manager should know how to get it back into play and make things run smoothly, I would think. But no, that's not it, right? So I called corporate because none of my issues were getting dealt with. I was getting a lot of, okay, well, I will, try to get you on a block schedule, but that never happened. And I was the only team lead in the club that was experiencing this schedule change. Everybody else, block schedule. Everybody else, every other weekend off. Everybody else taking vacations and stuff. Sierra was the only one that wasn't in that position, wasn't in that predicament. Like she wasn't, doing that for me. So I believe when I, told corporate like this is what's happening and nothing is getting done about it. And I really need this fixed because that's not fair. I have a life outside of work. I can't just abruptly just change and do schedule when I have things that are already planned and put in place. And then I have to be at work because my schedule got changed. I was like, that's not fair to me. So even though it's anonymous, if you know that you're doing that to one of your associates, then when it gets investigated, they already know like, oh, that's Sierra because she done came to me about that. So it was anonymous, but it technically it wasn't anonymous. So I believe that this leave of absence thing, like you're saying like, oh, we didn't get the paperwork back. It was denied because the paperwork wasn't back and questions weren't filled out. That's what I was getting fired for. I feel like that was a bit of retaliation because why would you invest this time into promoting me, to giving me a raise, to let me go off of something that I had no control over? So I thought about it and I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to get a lawyer and I'm going to see where this can go because, even though I have another job, it's just the principle of it. Because you're not going to try me. Like, that ain't what's going to happen. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and vent. That's it. That's all. Peace, love, hair grease. Hope y'all having a good Sunday.